Live. This is a very, very tragic story that I'm going to be talking about here tonight. Now, this video is courtesy of Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Richey. Two black teens were horrifically murdered. And what surprises me that there has not been an outcry through any major networks. Local networks have picked up the story, but major networks have not said a mumbling word about this. The question is, why? Check out this video. I want to get out of the way so that you all can see it. So you're not going to see my face, you're going to see the video.
Georgia, a man has been arrested in connection to the deaths. This is a hell of a story out of Georgia. A man has been arrested in connection to the deaths of black twin brothers. This story has a lot of twists and turns. It's going to make your blood boil. Put up the picture full mask. In Georgia, Quadir and Nazir Lewis, 19 years of age, were found dead just hours after they were expected to fly to Boston to visit friends on Saturday, March 8th. Their plane tickets were reportedly still in their respective wallets, found at the scene of the crime. Hikers discovered their bodies at the top of Bell Mountain. This is near North Georgia. It is the Georgia-North Carolina border, dozens of miles from where families say the brothers were living. Although police suspect the brothers died in a murder-suicide by gunshot wound, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation has confirmed the arrest of former Towns County volunteer firefighter Scott Curlin, 42 years of age, in connection to the case. It gets even more interesting. According to the reports, the firefighter was fired on March 14th after he allegedly violated department protocol. Towns County Commissioner Cliff Bradshaw told 11 Alive. Curlin has not been charged directly in the deaths of the brothers, but he was hit with misdemeanor obstruction for allegedly snapping photos of the twins' dead bodies and then leaking those photos to the public, according to the GBI. The GBI's medical examiner has not shared the complete autopsy reports to the public yet, according to a spokesperson. Additional forensic tests are still pending. The family, however, continues to dispute the murder-suicide ruling, saying the twins would never hurt each other. Their aunt, Yasmin Bronner, said, quote, "They wouldn't do anything like this. To say they did this to each other? No. Something happened in those mountains and we want answers," end quote. In the meantime, their family has set up a GoFundMe in support of organizing a memorial for both of them. Obviously, this is not something you plan for as a parent. Quadir and Nazir, you can go to that GoFundMe and assist. There are a lot of dynamics to this story. And we've been following this story in the state of Georgia. So one thing that stuck out to many is that they were in an area that normally they would not have been. And no one has been able to give an explanation as to why they were in those mountains and why did they miss their flight. Absolutely no information. And then the ruling of this murder-suicide thing happened so quickly. Once again, there's no exhaustive investigation before the proclamation of murder-suicide. And thirdly, how many times have we reported on Indisputable a mother's intuition or family's intuition where they knew something was off? And because of their willingness to continue to push the reality of how they knew the person, that actual justice was served and the person or people accountable were held to account. We've seen this many times on this show. There's no motive. There's no motive. There's no bad blood. These are twins. These twins, according to everybody in the family, these individuals wouldn't hurt other people, let alone each other, in this manner. Nothing is adding up. Nothing makes sense. And then to add on top of the chaos and the confusion, you have a local authority, obviously tied into not only the fire department, but also obviously the police department, the medical examiner's department. These individuals don't work in silos, they work together. He then takes a picture and releases it to the public. But you can't do that in a silo. You can't do that by yourself. That means you got some public folk that you can talk to, that you can release this picture to. So who are you talking to in the public to release the picture? And why are you doing it in the first place? Who told you to do this? Have you ever done this before? If you've never done it before, that means that you're probably under a directive for the first time to do something like this, because I'm sure it's not the first time that a dead body has been found in that area. But why this time did you decide to do these actions? There are more questions than answers. I'm with the family on this one. There needs to be an exhaustive investigation into every element of this case. And hopefully there will be a just outcome, but we're going to stay on top of it until there is. Jackson, thoughts here?
Yeah, I think
I'm with the family, and I'm also with Dr. Richey. Let me tell you all something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a law student. I'm a criminal justice major, and I can tell you something. There's something rotten and sinister going on here. Something terrible has happened, and he would have never been arrested if they did not believe that he had a direct connection to this quote-unquote apparent murder-suicide, which it is not. These young men did not kill themselves. There's a cover-up going on. People are already lying, and this happened down in Georgia. In Georgia, the red state. In Georgia, Klan country. In Georgia, plantation country. It happened down there in that region. And this, not only did they arrest him, right now they got the little misdemeanor charge because they're going to indict him. And he's going to be charged with murder. Just mark my words, in the coming days and weeks ahead. He will be arraigned. He's going to be charged probably with first-degree murder. These young men were murdered. These young men did not commit suicide. They did not kill themselves. It is an outright lie. And when it comes to black people, they always want to be quick to try to hush everything down because they know racial tensions down in Georgia are going to be high when they find out that this man had something to do with the deaths of these two young brothers. It's terrible. It's horrible. It is wicked. I'll keep you updated. And don't forget, check out Indisputable with Dr. Richey. Subscribe to his channel. You'll be glad you did. Thank you all for always watching the program. And listen, somebody has to deal with the hard-hitting news. Somebody must bring the hard stories, especially to individuals who really want to know what's going on in the nation. Kindly consider about subscribing to Tyrone Bowman Live. I really appreciate it. We're on the journey to getting, well, quote unquote, on the road to getting 2,000 subscribers. I see your comments, everybody, in the comments section. I pay attention to the comments when they come up. I might not necessarily respond, but I do read them. Never surrender. Never quit.